If there are students listening or young professionals listening that maybe need like a top 5 or a top 3 hit list that, you know, in your eyes, they need to go see, and why, what are a couple areas that come to mind for those listeners?
One of them's Trafalgar Square in London. It's one of the main destinations of tourists in London, but it's like the heart of the city, right? When you're in Trafalgar Square, you feel the energy of the city. It's a variety of people. Yeah, there's a lot of tourists there. Uh, Similar to Times Square, but there's history there. There's the scale of the place, similar to Piazza Navona in Rome, right? Piazza Navona in Rome is different though because it's more of a it feels like a place where, and it is a place where the locals are going out for dinner, where they're spending their time in the evening with their family and friends and meeting people. Uh, but the scale is similar in terms of the size of the place. It's a large, open but enclosed outdoor space with a variety of artistic and historical references, whether it be sculpture and art or some of the buildings and the facades there. And then, the Tuileries and the Louvre in Paris are just a fantastic example. The French garden style, which is something that's I've always found kind of inspiring, but it's also this representation of the history of the country itself, right? And the Louvre is the
Mm,
former palace of the emperor and the king prior to that, and it was the center of power, right, for the city and for the empire, the French Empire, and just seeing that, experiencing that history, I think is important. But it's also, again, it's this amazing place that it's on the list of places you have to go as a visitor, but there's something about it that's magical, right? And um, there's a combination of this public and private kind of influence, right? Similar to Piazza Navona, which is circled by shops and restaurants. The Tuileries has, Vendome, that whole area right nearby, and it's all just kind of the shopping and food kind of experience. So there's just like places like that. I love. And then the last one I think I'd mention is a place that we worked on an urban design for was in Thailand. It's called Sukhothai, which is the ancient capital of Thailand. It was the first capital of Thailand before Bangkok. And it's a 1 square meter complex of temples and living spaces that I want to say it was built. I want to say it was built 1000 AD or so. So more than 1,000 years ago, and it's encircled by a wall, but just another one of those places that you're in the heart of this jungle, and then you're experiencing these different places, and it's been inhabited. A variety of people from the surrounding community have basically gone and moved in there. They're squatters,
mm,
and so we were brought in to help work with the local government to think about ways in which we can provide infrastructure for the people that were already living there, while also diverting some of the traffic and other things. But just a great place, an amazing place in Thailand, in an area that not everybody goes. So that's kind of an
yeah.
off the map kind of place, but great
Off the
place.
beaten path. So if anyone is planning their design slash architecture slash placemaking trip, reach out to John. He
That's
has
right.
the punch
Give me a
list. He'll
call.
get it to you. Yep.